This resource is an interactive whiteboard that can be accessed on any device and could be used for students. I even think could use it with educators as a way for you to be able to share out everybody's work. Um, I teach math and feel like this would be an awesome resource for me to use in my math class, especially if I wanted to include maybe the remote learners that were learning from home. So, when you first log in, you go to whiteboard.fi and this is what pops up. It is free. As you can see, there is a pricing option where you can pay and get more perks. But from what I found, the free version seems to have everything that I would need. So if you're from the educator standpoint, you would create the class. If the students are wanting to join a class, they would click join class, and I'll show what that is in just a second. So I'm going to click new class. I'm going to say this is math, so I'm going to call it math 1. You can enable a waiting room, kind of like on Zoom. So if you want to have to accept kiddos before they join, you can enable that. I don't need to for what I'm doing. So once you create this class, it is going to generate a custom code. Students they will still go to the same whiteboard.fi and they will click the join option. So I'm actually going to join from my iPhone real quick. And as students join, their screen will pop up just like I did. And so I have 20 kiddos in my class. I would have 20 screens down below. So I can see who's joining. And then when I'm ready to start my lesson, let's say that there was a problem that I wanted them to solve. I could do it for my bell work. But I wanted to be able to see everybody, and I wanted to share out how they each solved it. So let's say that I wanted to create a problem. So I could write the problem. And if I wanted all of the students to have this on their screens and work with this problem that I wrote, I can click push, and I'm going to push it to all of my students. Well, what I just got on my phone was that exact same problem pushed that I can now manipulate and work with. If I want to go back and see what my kiddos are doing, what their screens are looking like, I will just click toggle my whiteboard again, and I can see my students' names. So now I can see, oh, this student decided to stack up their problem to solve it. There, it's a little bit laggy, but not bad. So there, just on my phone, I just wrote 23 plus 4, and from the teacher standpoint, I am able to see in real time how the student is solving their problem. This is really cool because I feel like at this point, the kiddos would be able to see all of the different strategies being used. Because as we know, not all students are going to solve the problem the exact same way. And again, if I'm from my teacher standpoint and I want to maybe switch the problem, or if you have a picture that you want to embed and send out to the students, you can. But at the bottom, there will be the student whiteboards that you can still access. And if you want to go back to the screen where you can see all of the kiddos' whiteboards, you just click toggle and they would all be listed down here. Again, this code will stay up the whole time, so if kiddos are getting kicked out, or if they have like internet issues, they can always just hop back in and rejoin. Under your settings, you are able to clear all the students' whiteboards at one time. So if they're taking forever to erase before the next problem, you can just clear it yourself. You can hide your kiddos' names in case you're worried about maybe if they get it wrong or embarrassment. You can just hide it, and that saves that issue. You can also save all of they solved an awesome problem and you want to save them all. You can save it as a PDF. But down here below, when you're done, say I'm done with that math class, I'm going to click close room. And then I can go back to Whiteboard and I can create a new class. And we can start fresh with all of our whiteboards. It's very user friendly, pretty easy to do. Um, and I can definitely see myself using this.